channel. Today I would like to talk about telemarketers and robo-dialing, robocalls. First of all, is anybody else being harassed by this? I was getting up to probably 300 calls per day. I mean, on and on and on. It might have been more, it might have been a little less, but it was just every minute. I could be on a phone call with somebody, and during the course of the call, I might get spam calls from these telemarketing agencies 15, 20 times, maybe more during a phone call. My phone was just constantly ringing, beeping in my ear while I'm talking. I can't drive down the road without hitting, the ignore button over and over and over. And then they would still somehow flood my voicemail inbox. All I did all day was hang up on them and erase voicemails from my inbox. Just in case, God forbid, an actual important phone call or a call that I didn't want to miss was to come in. People wouldn't be able, after a day of this, people wouldn't be able to leave me a message if I wasn't deleting the voicemails all day long. And it's pretty crazy. I mean, you get these calls about Medicare, A and B, supplemental insurance, and it's always the same, over and over and over. You ask them not to call, you tell them to stop calling, you cuss them out, you call them names, and they won't stop calling. Anybody experience this? I'm not even old enough for Medicare yet. Getting close. Not yet. Also, for a long time, I was getting harassed by people selling solar panels. I've got nothing against solar panels. I'm not real sure about the cost for the panels versus the cost of electricity. Kind of seems like a wash to me. I'd love someone to really explain to me how that really works. I hear if you lease them, you better plan on staying in your house for a while. It's hard to get out of that lease. You've got to if you sell your house, you've got to get the new owners to take on the lease, or you're kind of screwed. Something like that. Maybe someone can let me know. Also, today, first of all, after years of being harassed, and it all started because I wanted to refinance my house a few years ago. And I looked online to find a finance company who would refinance my house for me. And the second I clicked on the button that said, more information, click here, my phone started ringing. And I mean, as soon as I pressed that button. And it didn't stop for 3 long years. Even though I got my house refinanced. By the way, it was a great deal. But it kept happening. But they apparently, one click of the button, they sold my information to everybody. And it's been an ongoing, non-stop situation. I finally had to change my phone number to see if that would calm it down. It has. I do get some calls from the person who had my number in the past before I did. It's understandable. They do get some spam calls. Absolutely nothing like I used to get. It's actually, I can live with that. However, yesterday, someplace started calling me nonstop on my new number. It's hard to understand them, these foreign overseas people who are, I guess, I don't know if they're trying to scam me out of money or they're just squeaking out a little bit of a living doing it. I don't know. It was over and over and over. And they're telling me they're going to send me $2,500 into my bank account by tomorrow. And they start asking all these weird qualifying questions. They even wanted to know how tall I am and how much I weigh. phone doesn't ring, but I can see on my phone that someone's calling. But you miss important calls that way sometimes. So it's really annoying. Anyhow, just wondering if anybody else is experiencing this. Maybe you can leave me a comment, let me know what you've gone through with this. Maybe you have a better way to stop all this. I'd love to know. But why is there not national legistration? I can't say it. I'm a little worked up. Legislation. We need national legislation to stop this harassment. I mean, for God's sakes, it's a federal, to harass somebody over federal communication lines, I would think, is a federal crime, maybe even wire fraud, so on and so forth. Why are they not doing anything about this? This is crazy. I really hope that my message reaches any congressperson in the country, any state representative, any senator. We need to get this outlawed. There needs to